Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here, and today we are back with the Subscriber World Cup for the month of August. Now, the Subscriber World Cup this month is going to be a little different because we got so many entries. I'm not even joking, we got so many entries for this. It was incredible, and this is what I want the Subscriber World Cup to be. Lots of qualifying runs and matchups and stuff like that, and a bigger Subscriber World Cup for everybody to play. I think it's a lot more fun when it's like this. So let's read the names out then. So from Europe, starting in Europe first, we got Wales, King Animator 64, Portugal, I'm just going to call you Huracan, yeah. England, double entry, Christian, Obeholzer and Harvester. Spain was another double entry, Flynn Dolan and Daniel doesn't know how to kick a ball. Scotland, Strafe Alive. Turkey, Perihan Kawada. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. Armenia, Anto Gaming. Faroe Islands was a double entry, which was KMS 548 and two unreliables. Israel, Ados Fantahan. Lithuania, Easy Dyer, Greece, Austin Hayhurst and Condo 94, San Marino, The Random Kid Show, Montenegro, Short Clips, Germany was a triple entry, Peter Baldoff, Emilio Alvarez and Patrick Mealy, Poland was Phone Person, Netherlands was Nonsense and Ghostface, that was a double entry, Czech Republic was Checkball, Italy was Conman, Slovakia, Bowser Jr., Croatia, Angel Ends, Russia, Mario Maroquin, Serbia, Footfee, and Austria, Big Man. Okay, so that's all the European entries. Let's move to Africa then. So the African entries we've got Madagascar, represented by Thomas Morgan, South Africa, represented by Isaac Flores Jr., Uganda, represented by Fernando Pastana, Senegal was Bourbon. Chad was represented by Ethan Reed, Ghana, Josh Thomas, and Zambia, Wiz. So that's all your African entrants for this Subscriber World Cup. Let's move to South America then. South America, Colombia, Six Pack Sports, Uruguay was a double entry, C. Eaton and Cillian. Brazil was a double entry. Now here's the thing about Brazil. Obviously this is Brazil's World Cup, which means they automatically qualify. I didn't realise that until I actually wrote it down. So these two people get a free pass, but it obviously doesn't mean they're going to win the whole thing. It doesn't really, because they still got to win the group stage matches and stuff. So Unknown Person and C4 goes boom. You get a free pass for this time. Next time, nobody is allowed to pick Brazil unless you're the winner of the previous one. That was the rule, but obviously we forgot about that rule because we haven't done one of these for a while, so I'll let it off for now. Chile, DJ and Benga, Argentina, Double A, and Ecuador, Yahir. The next zone is Asia. So in the Asia zone we got Kyrgyzstan, represented by Winkle 2004, Vietnam, Jacko Boy, Laos, Seb Coventry Gaming, China, Cillian Burke, UAE, FB7 Games, Turkmenistan, Eternal 2, Nepal, Miguel Sanchez, Japan, John No, South Korea, Lowell Limewire, Bahrain, Wasteland Wanderer, Saudi Arabia, Kwara Konyu, Kuwait, Abdullah Al-Rashid, and North Korea, XP Rewarder Elite 248. Next zone is the Oceania zone, which is probably the smallest one of this one. We've got 4 entrants though in this one, so pretty good turnout for an Oceania zone. We've got New Caledonia, which is a double entry, represented by Ryubix and Matthew Murphy. New Zealand, double entry again, represented by Ryan Brown and Orpsky. Vanuatu, represented by Big Boss 02, and Tahiti, represented by Beastly N64. Moving to the last region of the world, which is North America, that we got our representatives from. We got Mexico, which was a triple entry, that was Copper, Sunglasses and Latin America. Costa Rica, represented by Mr. Ripper. Bermuda, JL. Aruba, Tio Migler, and Canada Cutter Historical. So there's all your teams. We had a load this time round. I'm really thankful for the whole turnout and everything. I really am grateful for it. So obviously I can't mix up the other groups. I only picked Europe because they had the most people inside that region. Asia was pretty close, but I can't do anything about it, I'm afraid. Europe was the most popular one, so I'm going to shuffle the European zone. It's a shame that on this game you can't shuffle the other regions in the world. That would be awesome if you could just shuffle them about, but I guess it would only work in regions like North America and Asia and Africa. The other two, like Oceania, isn't really affected that much, and South America as well, that really isn't affected too much because it's literally the same group every time. So we're going to shuffle it. I'm going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that makes it fair. So I'm going to simulate it until 2011. I think mid 2011 would be the best way to see if the qualification groups have advanced, because most of them do start pretty early. So in the Africa qualifying zone, I'm just going to read them out. You all know who you are by now, obviously. Okay, so STP beat Djibouti 5-0. Namibia beat Comoros. Swaziland beat Eritrea. None of you are those teams. The only team I can really think of that someone is a team part of is Zambia and Ghana. Ghana beat Zambia 3-0 in that one. So Ghana, I think, advanced to the group stages here. Where are they? They're in Group A right now. So there's a few of you in there. I know there is a few of you in there. So hopefully you guys will get out. The African zone hasn't really started yet. There's only one match, but one person I think has been eliminated. The Asia zone then, a few of you are already in this one, so I'm just going to try and find the results for you guys. So this is round 1. The Asia zone can be a bit confusing sometimes, but this is round 1. Laos beating Cambodia 3-0, so I know that's definitely one person that's gone through. Nepal as well, they beat Macau 5-3, that's another person that's just gone through as well to the next round. Who else? I can't really see anybody else in there that I can see on my list, to be honest. I think these are the smaller teams, and I do respect you more if you do pick a smaller team, because if you get through, then wow, that is incredible. So in round 2, this is where all the bigger teams are here. So I know someone is China. China won 3-1 against Bangladesh. Laos lost 4-1 against Turkmenistan, so that's 2 people going against each other there. Unlucky to the person who was Laos, but well done to the person who was Turkmenistan. Saudi Arabia beat the Philippines only 2-1. Someone was Saudi Arabia in that one, so congratulations, you went through to the 3rd round. Nepal beat Yemen on penalty, so you go through yet again. I don't think Nepal's been that deep in a World Cup. I don't think it has. So yeah, well done yet again. Who else is there? UAE beat Chinese Taipei or Thailand 7-2 on aggregate. That's big. And Korea Republic beating Japan in that one. So is Japan out? I can't believe that. Like, I mean, those two running into each other, it's not really a shock. But Japan going out that early, I mean, that's 2 people going against each other right away. And we've got North Korea beating Mongolia 5-1. So getting round 3, this is the group stages in round 3. The Asia zone just flies by, honestly. You simulate like 6 months and it's literally almost over. So this is what we got then. So the United Arab Emirates and North Korea are currently leading Group A. There's at least 3 people in that group. In that one, so at the moment it looks like UAE and North Korea are going to go through. In Group B, it looks like South Korea are going to go through. Saudi Arabia and China, there's also 3 people in that group. Looks like it's a struggle for 2nd place. Group C, we have 1 person in that group who has sat in 2nd, but it's not a safe place to be with Jordan just behind them. In Group D, we have 1 person in that group with Kuwait. Not too bad for them. They're quite far away. And in Group E, Nepal, we already know someone's in there, but it doesn't look like they're going to go through in that one. So the Asia zone is pretty mad right now. But yeah, Japan getting knocked out early, that's crazy. We look at the OFC then. So New Zealand won Group A straight up, and then I'm guessing it hasn't started yet. There's 3 people in Group A and 1 person in Group B. So yeah, I mean, obviously Group B is looking pretty tasty there. The same rated teams. Group A is going to be a struggle, especially with New Zealand in there. And that's how the South American groups look like. I mean, it's too early to tell. There's no Brazil in there because they already qualified. Sneaky, those 2 people. But we have Uruguay top, Argentina second, Colombia sat in 4th. We already know someone's playing as them. And Ecuador very far down with only 1 point. We already know someone's playing as Ecuador as well. Okay, so the CONCACAF now, which is Caribbean stuff. So we got Bermuda winning 3-2 on aggregate. And that was somebody, obviously. And then Aruba. Did they win or did they lose? I can't really tell. I'm guessing British Virgin Islands won that one. By the looks of the aggregate, it looks like it's on the other side. So can we find some people in the second round? We definitely know we have someone who's playing as Canada, who's topped that group. They are dominating that group. 18 points in that group. That's ridiculous. And in Group E, Bermuda has got through. Wow, I mean, Bermuda pretty mad at the moment. Pretty mad. They're like winning that group. I'm not sure if it's over yet. And yeah, the other guys I think have gone out, like the person who picked Aruba. But yeah, Bermuda have gone through. And this is the last qualifying group. Oh no, I don't think it's the last. I think it all filters. No, yeah, the top 2 go through in each group, sorry. So Bermuda are in the group with United States and Curacao and Haiti. We've got Mexico in there as well, in quite a hard group really, and Canada in a group with Dominican Republic, Honduras and Panama. Well, that was a complete mouthful. Let's keep simulating and find out what happens. I'm gonna sort of finish it just before the tournament starts. Right, so this is the last qualifier in the UEFA zone. I just simulated up to that point. Right, so obviously we need to see what the African zone is like. So these are how the groups ended. So Ghana topped their group, Togo topped their group, Cameroon topped their group, Ivory Coast topped their group, South Africa did as well, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Burundi and Senegal all topped their group. So that means they filtered into a playoff. So we had Togo losing against Ghana, so that's 1 person guaranteed through. We got South Africa beating Tunisia, so that's another person gone through. And Senegal versus Burundi, that's another person gone through in the Africa zone. So we have 3 African participants from our Subscriber World Cup, as in representatives in the finals. So the Asia zone, of course, we saw round 3, now it's round 4. So this is round 4. So who actually got out of their groups? So a bit of a surprise in Group A, the Korea Republic crashing out in Group A, and Group B, we had only 1 person who represented their team go through, and that was the UAE person who picked the UAE to go through. There is a playoff, I think, so we'll just check that out in a bit, unless it hasn't played yet. But North Korea are sat in the 3rd spot, and so are Uzbekistan, who are represented by nobody. Bahrain have gone out, Kuwait have gone out, and Korea Republic have gone out in qualifying. Uzbekistan just absolutely destroyed North Korea in the playoff as well, so that means North Korea are out as well. So only 1 person who has represented a side in Asia has gone through. Okay, so let's have a look and see what happened in the OFC. So we have in Group A, we've got New Caledonia and Solomon Islands going through in those 2 groups, I think. I'm not sure how it really works, but you've got this group, Group A, which was Tahiti going through in that one in the end. So that's 1 person from the Oceania zone going through to, I think it's a playoff. I'm fairly sure it's a playoff, but well done to the person who picked Tahiti. I know someone did. I've got it in front of me. So you got Argentina and Colombia, Uruguay and Chile. So that's 4 people from that region who are representing their side going through. Obviously Argentina, Colombia, Uruguay and Chile. Unfortunately for the person who picked Ecuador, you are out, and they had a horrible World Cup campaign. Okay, so this is what happened. So Bermuda crashed out in Group A. Unlucky to them, it was a little bit of a tough group. Mexico did well in their group, and Canada as well going out in their group as well. So what happened in the other group then? So we got a situation where only one person went through in the CONCACAF zone, which was Mexico. Okay, so manual draw number 1 is Iran. Nobody represented Iran. Manual draw number 2, Croatia. That was represented by Angel Ends. Australia was represented by nobody. Next one, Mexico was represented by Copper, Sunglasses and Latin America. Next one, Poland. Poland was represented by Phone Person. Next one, Russia was represented by Mario Marroquin. Next one, Brazil, obviously, was represented by Unknown Person and C4 Goes Boom. But that was an automatic qualification. Germany, obviously, we've been following. They automatically qualified. They were 3 people: Peter Baldoff, Emilio Alvarez, and Patrick Mealy. Next one, England. England were a double entry from Christian, Obeholzer, and Harvester. Next one, please, Argentina. That was entry by AA. So congratulations to you, you qualified. Next one, Bosnia and Herzegovina. That was represented by nobody. Next one, Uzbekistan, also represented by nobody. Next one, Ghana, was represented by Josh Thomas. Next one, Netherlands, was represented by Nonsense and Ghostface. Next one, please, Denmark was represented by nobody. Next one, Italy, was represented by Conman. Congratulations for getting in. Next one, Uruguay, was represented by C. Eaton and Cillion. Next one, Spain, was represented by Flynn Dolan and Daniel Does Not Know How to Kick a Ball. Next one, please. Senegal was represented by Bourbon. So congratulations to you. Next one, please. Jamaica was represented by nobody. Nobody, and they're in this World Cup. Unlucky to the people that didn't pick Jamaica. Okay, next one. Switzerland was represented by nobody again. Okay, next one. USA, represented by nobody. Next one. Colombia, represented by Six Pack Sports. Next one, please. Chile, represented by DJ and Benga. Next one. Portugal, represented by Harunkan. I'm just going to call you that because I can't pronounce your second name. Next one. Ivory Coast, represented by nobody. Next one, Oman, represented by nobody. Next one, Slovenia, nobody on that one. Slovakia was, but not Slovenia. There's only a few spots left. Who's it going to be? UAE was represented by FB7 Games. Honduras was represented by nobody. Next one, and probably the last one, South Africa was represented by Isaac Flores Jr. Oh no, we got one more, sorry. Algeria, represented by nobody. Okay, now we've done it. Okay, now we're on to the normal subscriber World Cup. Right then, so obviously you all know who you are, you know what the groups are like and everything like that. Let's just go through this then as quick as possible just to find out our winners, because although a few people did actually get through, a lot of people got eliminated by the playoffs and the qualifiers. Shame to see that, but I love the fact that everybody was able to have a chance. Right then, let's just simulate all of Germany's matches and just review the group stages and see what we get, because you know, we haven't got time to analyse all these results, not all of them anyway. We'll have a look. Germany versus Uzbekistan. Let's just go back and see. Uzbekistan 2-1 loss. And Italy beat Germany 2-1, so they've only got 3 points. They need to beat Mexico here. Can they beat Mexico? Mexico are sat in 4th. I think they did. Oh, Germany have been eliminated. One of the favourites. So that means we're going to end up simulating the tournament from the group stage. So that means we're definitely not going to see Germany in the last 16. So if you want my early prediction, I'm going to say either a Spain or Netherlands. Usually the bigger teams do end up winning from this point on, which is the downfall of a bigger subscriber World Cup, doing it from the qualifiers, rather than doing it from the group stages. Like, doing it from the group stages, I can set criteria and stuff like that, but obviously in this one I can't. Let's just simulate and find out who's our winner. Italy won the World Cup against Bosnia. So Italy was actually represented by Conman. So congratulations, you won the whole thing. And to be honest, seeing Italy win it isn't actually that bad. I was expecting, like I said, Spain or the Netherlands or Brazil or Germany. Let's have a look, finally, at the round of 16. I've talked so much, you all know who you are, but yeah, Switzerland beating Honduras 1-0, Spain beating Slovakia 2-1, Bosnia beating Croatia 2-1, Mexico beating Colombia 2-1, and then Spain beat Switzerland on penalties 4-3. Bosnia beating Mexico, then Bosnia went on to beat Spain and then lost in the final, whereas Italy won in the final. Spain went on to win the third place playoff. Your third place winner was Spain, which was Flynn Dolan, and Daniel does not know how to kick a ball. Congratulations to you guys, although you did pick Spain. It's nice to see Bosnia in there, to be fair. It was just unfortunate that nobody picked Bosnia, so there's no real second place winner. So that was your Subscriber World Cup, a mammoth Subscriber World Cup. But honestly, thank you so much for putting all your entries in. And if you want this again, then I suggest you all put your entries in and we'll do it all over again. Like, so one day, a smaller team will qualify. But if we don't have too many entries next time, like say not many people want to play, we'll just revert back to the old style. Or maybe we'll get like the same amount of entries as we did this time, but maybe not do a qualification run. We might do 2 Subscriber World Cups in the old format, maybe. Maybe that's a better idea, I don't know. But anyway, if you really did like this video, then give it a like and subscribe. Put your entries down below in the comments, and I'll see you again for the next video. Always keep it loco.